All right, do it this way. It's so good to see all of you who have come in support of all of these students, the DPT cohort of 2027 at Northern Illinois University. So I welcome you. Thank you so much for being here today. So what is this white coat ceremony? So I've had some people ask me that even today. The white coat ceremony has gained extensive popularity among healthcare professions, and it's a ceremonial rite of passage. It's not graduation, not yet, but it is an important rite of passage. There's an element of tradition in this, in that the white coat ceremony happens every year with each cohort as they progress. It marks the transition from foundational classroom courses to full-time clinical experiences out in the community. So it's also a formal welcome into the PT profession. This ceremony has been planned and implemented by the students themselves, and that's not the norm across the country. And so they are to be commended for the work they did in putting this together. The 2027 cohort has come a long way, and this is their 3-year curriculum. I know you can't read it, but it serves as a graphic to show you that they are at approximately that halfway point through the program. They will be having an external clinical experience in November. They have 3 more external experiences that will be going on in the time that they have left. They also have 2 more internal clinical experiences. Those are experiences within the NIU PT clinic. And they do have a few didactic courses that they will have next fall, treating complex patients, and they'll have completion of the research series. So a little bit about the history of the white coat. Actually, many years ago, before all of us, none of us are old enough to remember this. This was in late 19th century, physicians and healthcare providers wore black coats. And black was the traditional attire. It was seen as formal and professional, similar to clergy members, and it represented the serious nature of medical encounters. It was also very practical because it could hide stains from the messy work of the time. And it an aspect of medicine, this messiness, that would eventually be addressed by an emerging antiseptic approach. The black coat was also associated with death, which was a somber reality of medicine, where death was a frequent outcome of illness. The shift to white coats began in the early 20th century. Part of that is the rise of scientific medicine. So there were breakthroughs in antiseptics and the development of better anesthesia. It made medicine more precise, less costly in terms of life, and less bloody. There also was an emphasis on cleanliness. The adoption of the white coat came along with that emphasis, along with other elements of white, like bed sheets and nurses' caps, that symbolized the new era of sterile and scientific medical practice. So the white coat originated in medical schools in the 1990s, championed by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation. And Gold felt that graduation was much too late for healthcare professional students to acknowledge their professional responsibility. And so often this is done in medical schools during orientation. The white coat ceremony has become an academic ritual in the health professions, a ceremony that signals a transformation of status from ordinary students to that of one studying to become a health professional. While donning a white coat is a sign of a changed role, the white coat is also a powerful symbol of transformation. White is a symbol of purity, and the white coat symbolizes the purity of purpose being affirmed in becoming a health professional. So when we talk about transformation, you can think, students, about where you were about a year and a half ago. And I think you all would agree with me that you are not the same person that you were during orientation. Right? This is a picture of your cohort in the beginning. You do look a little different. You're a little more dressed up today. Right? The symbolism of the white coat is multifactorial. It's a sign of professionalism and authority. It signifies your readiness to interact with patients and the professional standards that you must uphold. It symbolizes caring and compassion. The white coat is a reminder of your commitment to providing compassionate, patient-centered care. The white coat symbolizes trust. It represents the trust that patients place in you as a healthcare provider. And the white coat symbolizes purity of purpose. It's a symbol of your commitment to serve others and put the patient's interests first. Next, I'd like to call Garrett up as the class president of the 2027 cohort.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas. This is good. This is awesome. I'm so excited that so many people have come out to this event. This is wonderful. It is a true honor to speak in front of you today. I wanted to take a moment before we get started to shout out my fellow board members. I may be the one in front of the mic right now, but they have done so much behind the scenes to make an event like this happen today. So I'd like to specifically ask them to stand up. Alyssa, Alexis, Hannah, Kayla, Krupa, Megan, and Jake. I'd like to give them a round of applause. Your hard work does not go unnoticed, and we could not have done this without you. When I think about what it means to put on this white coat, I see more than just a symbol of entering the healthcare profession. This moment represents not just the beginning of our professional journey as physical therapists, but also the culmination of years of support, sacrifice, shared effort, academic excellence, and integrity. There have been many hands that have lifted us up to this point. I see our professors who have poured their knowledge, time, and wisdom into us, not only teaching us the ins and outs of physical therapy, but important things like what does CIET stand for, that life is beautiful, and why proximal stability comes before distal mobility. You have pushed us to learn and grow in the classroom, in the lab, and in the internal clinic, giving us the confidence to put your teaching into practice. We have so much still yet to learn, but it is important to realize how far we have come. And now we have the opportunity in 1 month to go out on our first external clinical internship and take that leap of faith and grow even more. To our families and loved ones, thank you for being here today to celebrate this special day with us. You have made so many sacrifices for us so that we can pursue this calling, whether it be the home-cooked meals, the long texts encouraging us to keep on going, all the phone calls you let us vent on, your shoulders to cry on, or to use when we've needed to practice our goniometer skills, our manual muscle testing, and special tests. Thank you for being our patients. Thank you for believing in us when the exams and practicals felt overwhelming. Your unwavering support is the reason we are here today. You guys are such a huge reason for our success. To my classmates, what a journey we've been on already together. I think back to our first 3 days of orientation. So many awkward icebreakers, and a couple too many PowerPoints telling us to freak out because our study skills were not up to par. It seems like something new happens every week, and we all get thrown into survival mode. That doesn't stop us, though. This is a resilient group of students right here, a group filled with those who go above and beyond to do things the right way. And this is a journey that not one of us could do alone. We've conquered the anatomy cadaver lab, both the practicals and the chemical smell, and I'm sure none of you have forgotten just yet. We have watched enough videos on the biomechanics of the scapulohumeral rhythm to be considered professionals at this point. We've learned that candy prizes are the best motivators to get this class to participate in our imaging class presentations. And that our biggest takeaway from our research methods class was the discovery of our friend Pony. And as of the practical we just had this week, we are all clinically certified in treating vestibular and vertigo patients. Not really, but that's what it felt like after demonstrating 22 consecutive vestibular tests. We've leaned on each other through study sessions or YAP sessions. Both are beneficial. We've celebrated small victories after practical exams and kept each other sane with laughs and jokes in our hardest weeks. It has been great spending time together outside of class with activities like football tailgates, bowling nights, corn mazes at John and trivia nights, the Kane County Cougars baseball game, the Christmas potluck party, and our various volunteer opportunities to give back to the local community, like Corn Fest, STEM Fest, Will Batavia Fest, and Feed My Starving Children. What I've learned most from you is that the collaboration and kindness are just as important as textbooks and lab practice. As future colleagues, I am proud to walk this path with you. Today, as we don these white coats, we accept the responsibility to serve with empathy, to treat every patient with dignity, and to be advocates for those whose voices may not be heard. This coat is also a reminder of humility. It is a sign that we belong to something greater. It should remind us daily that our work is about helping people. We might not know where our path in physical therapy takes us. We have a few more clinical rotations to hopefully figure that part out. But whether it be working in a hospital, outpatient orthopedics, starting your own business, or going into specialties such as women's health or sports, I see so much potential in this group to go out and truly make a difference in the patients' lives that they work with. As we move forward, let us carry the lessons of gratitude. Gratitude for our teachers, for our families, and for each other. In just a few months, 19 months to be exact, but who's counting? We will no longer be students, but licensed physical therapists. We will have the honor of helping others rediscover joy in everyday life. What we celebrate today is the beginning of that promise. So as we take this step together, let us remain thankful and never lose sight of the responsibility that comes with this code. Thank you to everyone who has made this possible.
So next, we would like to present a video of our class and what they have to say about their experience.
So for the first question, tell me about your experience in PT school so far.
Well, for me, it's been a whirlwind. I think it's been a lot of fun, and I've learned a lot about myself. I feel like I've grown as a person and made a lot of good friendships here, and I'm just super excited about the knowledge I've been gaining and ready to put it to work.
Yeah, I think for myself, when I first came into PT school, I was pretty nervous, but as the semesters has gone on, I feel like I've become more confident, especially just learning how to just manage my stress, making friends in the program, and our professors are really helpful as well.
So my experience has been really good. It's really enjoyable. I think it makes a big difference when you're learning and you're actually enjoying the topics you're learning about and fascinated about the material you're learning. It's a really good mix of didactic coursework as well as hands-on coursework, and I would say my favorite days are definitely lab days.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's been really up and down with goods and bads, obviously for all of us, but it's mostly just been a really good experience. And yeah, getting to learn what we want to do for our future is pretty cool.
been great, learned a lot. We've had to study a ton, but feeling confident going on to our first external clinical.
It's been a lot of fun to be able to have class with everyone every day, just to get to go through everything with that. It's had a lot of fun with them.
It's been really great and fun. I feel like I've grown a lot as a PT student and I've gotten to know a lot of amazing people.
Yeah, I would agree. I'd say it's been a wonderful opportunity. I'm very grateful to have the experiences that I do, and I'm very grateful to have met all the people that I have in PT school so far.
Basically, my favorite part about the program so far is just the people that are in the program, because I don't know, we do a lot of things together. We try to act as a team.
Yeah, I think having a good support system from both the faculty and the students, I mean, realizing that none of us are perfect, but, you know, we also don't neglect to have fun along the way to help us get through the program.
It's been really positive so far, getting to know all these wonderful people. Just hanging out with them every day has been a blast.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. It's also, I feel like we've learned a lot as well. Very, very fast-paced.
What is one word you would use to describe school?
Electric.
I'd say busy.
It's the best.
Privilege.
One word I would describe PT school would be challenging.
Commitment. Stress. Self-improvement.
Energetic.
That means me, man.
Exciting. You never know what the next day is going to bring. I'd say crazy.
Challenging, rigorous, exhausting.
I would say wild. I would say it's very demanding. I would say exhilarating. I would say demanding.
Roller coaster.
I was gonna say challenging.
I would consider it a roller coaster. I would say enormous because there's just so much information to learn.
Epic.
Do you have a favorite memory?
My favorite memory was after we finished a NIU final, going out to dinner with the cohort and just celebrating all of our hard work.
I agree. I would say all the forward social events that we've been able to plan, it really makes all the challenging times throughout the semester worth it.
We all learned how to go, so that's great.
We had a Halloween party last year. Very cool. After we got talking,
I'll go PT tailgates and football games.
I mean, we haven't done it in a while. Playing basketball class, after class.
Getting into the program at that first stage, just getting to know everybody.
I would say mine was Dave's end of semester barbecue. You know, it's also, MSK was also one of my favorite classes, so it's a great way to kind of like wrap up and celebrate the end of the semester.
I really enjoy just like the stuff that we do outside of school as a cohort, so like we do trivia, often have to also Dave's party. I was gonna say Dave's party, or going to chili with all the girls. I would say probably being in the clinic and working with some pretty complex patients.
Favorite memory is going to be going with some of my classmates to see if we can do the White Sox game, and we saw Flo Rabbit perform. That's also my favorite.
We were in lecture in Dr. Salmon's anatomy and physiology class, and we were learning about the reproductive system. And our good friend Parker was elected to be the gubernaculum. And it involved Dr. Salmon shooting a bow and arrow, and a watermelon, and a whole ordeal. So all of our lab days have just been so funny and trying to figure out what the heck we were doing. Just some really good times for labs.
My favorite memory is any time that we're reading difficult patients for each other with practicing for practice.
Mine was the first time I got an A on an exam, and I thought I can actually do this.
Probably when we were in that with MJ and she started to make us all dance. We just go with that. That was pretty good.
I'd say going with Val Joey's. That's everybody else here after that was hyped it up all semester long.
I'll probably say bigger than that and do that. I'll probably say that there's a lot of hockey in there. Maybe trauma problems a little bit. I watched the day Western French football.
My favorite moment from PT school so far was going to the pumpkin patch at
John Mann, which is the apple orchard out here about 20 minutes from the house. It was just really fun. I think that was like the big first activity we did as a cohort, so it was fun, like checking out like the floor maze, looking at the weekends.
What has been the most valuable thing you've learned in PT school so far?
I'd say that you don't have to have all the answers, but you have to always be willing to learn.
What I like to put is that the top of one mountain is the bottom of another, so I think every topic can be pushed further, so it's kind of one of those things where sometimes a little overwhelming, but also sometimes kind of fun to know, like, all right, I got this idea, but you can take it much further.
I'd say get to talk with patients in the internal clinical, it's really helps.
I've learned that everything you get wrong is an opportunity to learn, and sometimes those are the things you hold on to the most. Yeah, it's okay to make mistakes, as long as you treat everything as a learning opportunity.
And the most valuable thing I learned so far in PT school would be effective patient communication.
I would say anatomy, just because it's a little bit.
For me, it's the general skill of just knowing how to approach like a complex problem and not freak out and get in my own head about something when there's a million different things to consider.
I think just learning to believe in yourself and know that you're going to be right more than you think you are going to be. Proximal stability before distal mobility.
The most valuable thing I've learned so far was from Dr. Dave. Proximal stability is beautiful mobility.
I would like to say having a support system is one of the most valuable things I've learned in PT school so far. It really helps you stay motivated and stay on top.
What would you like to say to your classmates before they go off to their first external clinical?
Yeah, best of luck, guys, and remember, keep on spreading joy and serving people.
I'm super excited for us. I know this is a big moment for us that we've been really looking forward to. We're going to gather so much knowledge during this time period and really work on applying the things we've learned so far. So I think we're going to do great, and I think we're going to come back with so much knowledge.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what everyone learns at their different clinical locations. Just want to remember that, we got it. We know more than we think we do.
Even though you might be stressed out, you're prepared, you're going to do great, and it's going to be a great learning experience.
Believe in yourself and keep working hard. Your CI was in your shoes at one point.
I would say it's okay not to know the answer to a question. Just be confident. Always be transparent in what you know. And every opportunity is a learning opportunity. Okay, I would tell the class just to keep being all of our happy selves, even when we might be frustrated or stressed in the clinic. We know more than we think we know.
Good luck, guys. I don't even know how I'm going to be feeling. I think it'll be 50-50. Honestly, if I'm doing good or bad, I'll tell you guys.
Just be yourself and find a way to stand out.
We all know more than we think we do, and we're smarter than we think we are, and we're going to be fun.
Good luck, everybody. See you on the other side.
Life is so beautiful.
I would say that you enjoyed it.
Don't be afraid to ask questions. You're not going to know everything, so just feel free to lean on your supervisor if you see that.
Say good luck, Dad. Try to enjoy whatever the clinical can give you. Life is beautiful. Proximal stability and disability. Those are a lot better. Just have fun.
Good luck.
Yep, good luck.
You're going to do great.
You got this.
Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful.
Hope to see you in January.
Would you like to give a shout out to anyone who has helped support you on your journey?
Of course. I would love to give a shout out to my gorgeous wife, Mackenzie. She supported me all the way through PT school and we're going to can't do that.
Joel Fersty, and I would like to give a shout out to my daughter. I know you're watching, Latia. I love you. You've been my motivation this whole time. I'd like to shout out my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and my wife, Annie.
I mean, pretty much everybody in the cohort and all the now learners, everything, especially with my buddy, Jesse. Shout out to my family and my girlfriends,
Faculty, classmates, friends, family. My girlfriend, even though she is a PT school, but at a different school, so even being able to just speak the same language.
I would like to thank all of the students, especially the girlies. I'd like to thank my family. Then I'd also like to thank all the faculty members, especially Dr. Chung, for giving me a really great research opportunity.
I'd like to shout out my boyfriend Josh. Thanks for being my anatomy model, my fake patient, and being so supportive while I've been in this program.
Definitely PT baddies. It's just a group of girls, I would say, all of the girls, all of our classmates, faculty, have been great in kind of helping us along the way, getting us through the hard days.
Everyone's a PT baddie.
Shout out to Dr. Gardner for coming in and helping out with a lot of our classes. Shout out Dr. Sanders for giving us a ton of good learning tips and just really doing everything she can to really help us succeed.
Shout out to my mom and dad for always supporting me through it all. And I also want to shout out my sister for being there by my side. I wouldn't be able to get through PT school without me.
My mom, my dad, my sister, I would not be here without their.
My mom, my dad, my sisters.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Clemens, for being with me so many times.
Shout out my girlfriend Leah. Couldn't do it without her.
Shout out to John.
Good job, my girlfriend. Yeah.
I want to shout out to my sister for helping us get through PT school together so far. And shout out to my parents for all their support and helping me get through the toughest moment of my life. I love you both.
Shout out to Joe.
Anyone else?
No, just not us.
Who am I here
Hello, it's Tia. Shout out to all the professors for sure. But a special shout out to being one of my favorite then professors, Dr. Sanders.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Dave Black because he's helped me so much. I feel like I've learned an immense amount of knowledge from him and his it. I also want to give a shout out to Dr. Herman. I've been working with her a ton and she's helped me a lot through this past year. And then I want to give a shout out to my parents as well.
I want to give a shout out to Dr. Greenhagen. I feel like she's helped me build my confidence a lot when it comes to patient care. Also to my coworkers at ATI, they're always there when I have questions. And also shout out to my mom, she's my biggest supporter.
Shout out to my buddy, Cassidy, for just encouraging me along the way. Just give a shout out to the whole court. Everyone works really hard and collectively we all try to help one another, which is awesome. Also shout out to the board because they are awesome and planning so many great activities for us to get together.
Amazing video right there done by Alyssa and her help from board members. Fantastic job. We really appreciate that. That was top tier production right there. I would like to be introducing our beloved professor, director of clinical education, and a huge part of our volunteer service opportunities for the community, Dr. Sarah Greenhagen.
Good afternoon, everyone. As the class president, Garrett would have said, I am Dr. Sarah Greenhagen. I am the clinical director for the NIU DPT program. I am also an assistant clinical professor as well. So I wear a number of hats here for the program. Faculty, families, and friends, and most importantly, the DPT class sitting right here in front of us today. Thank you for being here to celebrate this milestone moment, the white coat ceremony. Today is more than just a symbolic moment, it's a turning point. The moment when your knowledge, concepts, and hours spent in the classroom, in your labs, begin to translate into the lives and bodies of real people with real challenges and in real time. Today, you step forward, not just as students of physical therapy, but emerging clinicians. Before we look ahead, let's take a moment to honor the journey that brought you here. You've poured yourselves into anatomy labs,
clinical case studies, research projects, and practicals. You've challenged your minds, your bodies, and perhaps even your assumptions about what it means to be in this profession. But more than that, you've stayed connected to yourselves, your cohort, the program, and the vision that began long before your first class here at NIU. Each of you came here with a unique why, that spark, that reason you chose to pursue physical therapy. For some, it may have been a personal injury, a family member's recovery, a love of movement, or just a passion for service. I can say, from looking at your cohort's wall of why that we have up in the clinic here, that more than a few of you want to help, empower, and give hope to others. Whatever your why was then, when you started with us that first week of orientation, you filled out these Post-it notes that we put on the wall, it has brought you here today. And as you begin your first full-time clinical placement, it's time to revisit that why, not as a memory, but as a compass. I still remember my first time clinical experience. I was very nervous, probably more than I care to admit right now, but I was eager to prove everything that I had learned in the classroom I could translate into patient care. My first clinical experience was an outpatient hospital-based setting, and my first patient was a patient who was recovering from an acute stroke. She had difficulty walking, she had aphasia, and honestly, I felt completely unqualified for this patient. I had to do an evaluation, and though my CI guided me gently and firmly, I largely felt lost during that session, and I remember distinctly doubting what I was doing and why I was becoming a physical therapist as I was sitting there trying to do this eval. However, at the end of that visit, that patient looked at me and said, "Thank you for treating me like a person, not a problem." And then everything clicked for me. It taught me that while clinical skill matters, you're developing that skill every day. I still am. It's your presence, your empathy, and your humanity that your patients are going to remember. Your patients may not remember how smart you were, or that you had all the answers, or maybe not, right? They're going to remember how you made them feel. Clinical practice is going to stretch you in new ways. We're probably going to have lots of phone calls and conversations over your external clinical placements, but that's the purpose. You're going to have moments of confidence. You're also going to have moments of extreme uncertainty. You're going to be asked to act decisively, to think critically, and to feel deeply, and sometimes those things can feel at odds with each other. When you face those inevitable challenges, your why is what's going to carry you through. It's what will keep you grounded in your purpose and connected to your patients as people, not just cases. Your why will evolve over time, but never let it fade. This is the heartbeat of your practice. So I'd like to take a moment here just to reflect for a moment. Okay? Why did you choose this journey to become a physical therapist? Who helped you along the way, and who helped you believe that you could do this? Many of these people are probably in this room with you today. And what kind of physical therapist do you want to be remembered as? That why is your compass. Hold on to it, especially when days in the clinic feel long, when confidence dips, or when things inevitably get messy and uncertain, because they will. You will have good days. You will absolutely also have bad days. You will doubt yourself, but you will surprise yourself too. Your compass will always point to your true north. As you begin your clinical placements, you're not stepping into the unknown alone. You're entering this next phase with the guidance and support of experienced clinical instructors, physical therapists who are on the same path that you are on right now. Your clinical instructors were once sitting exactly as you are now, about to receive your white coat, nervous and excited, filled with questions and hopes. They remember what it felt like to treat their very first patient. They remember the learning curve of having to get right back into it after a really tough challenge or tough case. And now, having gone through their journey of growth, they've come full circle to help guide yours. They are choosing to give back, not just to the profession, but to you, the next generation. Clinical mentorship is one of the most powerful forces in your development as a physical therapist. Through your CI's guidance, you'll refine your clinical reasoning, strengthen your patient communication, and begin to understand the nuances that the textbooks really just don't cover. It's also going to teach you how to listen deeply in real time, how to advocate for your patients and carry yourself with confidence and humility. You'll gain technical skills, yes, but more than that, you'll begin to internalize what professionalism looks like as a physical therapist, what leadership looks like, and what compassionate care feels like. So be open, be teachable, welcome feedback, especially the hard feedback. That's where we grow. And remember that your CIs are not just supervisors, they're your mentors. Many of them are volunteering their time and energy because they believe deeply in the profession and they believe in you. As you move forward, remember that you are part of something so much bigger than yourself. You belong to a profession with a bold and unshakable mission and vision. As the American Physical Therapy Association reminds us, our purpose is transforming society by optimizing movement to improve the human experience. Take that in. Transforming society, optimizing movement, the human experience. That's powerful. We're not just here to fix injuries. We're here to transform society, to empower people through movement, to give them back their lives, their independence, and their dignity. What does that look like in the real world? It means advocating for patients who don't have easy access to physical therapy. It means respecting every patient's lived experience. It means recognizing our role, not just as a provider, but a healer, an educator, and a leader. As your director of clinical education, I see how deeply your cohort is committed to developing, not just as skilled clinicians, but as compassionate, curious, adaptable, and purpose-driven professionals. You're not just here to treat impairments. You're here to empower people. In a world where chronic pain, limited mobility, and health disparities are all too common, your role is not just to rehabilitate. It's to advocate, to educate, and to lead. And right here at NIU, our program echoes that charge. You have been preparing to advocate, educate, and lead since your first class here at NIU. Our mission and vision at NIU is to enable our faculty and graduates to be transformative agents in healthcare through inclusion, empowerment, and respect for diversity of persons, experiences, and thoughts. With a focus on contemporary evidence, we strive to educate individuals to become physical therapists who are collaborative problem solvers in healthcare teams, to improve the health and well-being of populations, communities, and individuals. You have been educated in a program that does not just settle for good enough. You have been trained by faculty who challenge you to think beyond your textbook, to care beyond the clinic and advocate beyond your own interests. You've been shaped by a curriculum that not only values what you know, but how you serve your patients, your communities, and our profession. So I know you've covered the history of the white coat, right, and some symbolism around the white coat. I have a little twist to it as well. As Garrett would have stated, this is not a sign that your learning is finished, but that you are joining a new journey, right? This is a symbol that you're ready to bring your learning physically into the lives of others, that you are ready to carry not just that knowledge, but responsibility, humility, and service. It represents the trust that the patients are going to place in you, sometimes when they're scared and they're frustrated, and certainly when they're vulnerable. It represents the commitment that you've made, not just to this program, but to your future patients. Putting this coat on today, you are making a promise. You are promising to care even when it's hard, to listen even when you think you might already understand, and to stay curious, teachable, and humble, even as your confidence grows. Your white coat does not make you infallible, and it certainly doesn't give you all the answers. But it does mean that you're ready to begin asking the bigger questions in real clinical spaces with real people. To the NIU DPT class of 2027, you are ready. Not because you know everything, but because you know how to keep learning. You are about to take your knowledge and apply it in real settings, facing real challenges, and you will rise to the occasion because you're prepared and you're supported. Clinicals are where the growth happens. This is where you refine your communication, sharpen your instincts, and begin to understand what kind of physical therapist you are becoming. My job as your director of clinical education is not just to get you placed. It is to support you, to challenge you, and walk beside you as you transition from the classroom to the clinic. We, the faculty, believe in you. We trust the preparation you've done, and we are proud of the professionals that you are becoming. So, to the NIU DPT class of 2027, congratulations on reaching this turning point. Wear your white coat with humility, honor, and a deep and renewed connection to your why. Go forward and learn with open hearts, serve with compassion, and never stop trying for the kind of care that truly transforms lives. Lean into this clinical experience. Embrace the mentorship that your CI is offering you, and never lose sight of why you chose this path in the first place. Congratulations, and I look forward to seeing the amazing clinicians that you are becoming. All right, it's time for the big moment. So I would like to direct all the students to stand up and get lined up here on the side of the stage. And I would like to invite Dr. Thomas to come up. Noah Algeyer will be attending Athletico in Loves Park, Illinois. Anna Altergott will be attending Moffitt Physical Therapy in Hampshire, Illinois. Claudia Altergott will be attending Mercy Health in Woodstock, Illinois. Andy Anderson will be attending School District 200 in Wheaton, Illinois. Avery Bloom will be attending OSF St. Anthony Medical Center in Rockford, Illinois. Trevor Barilla will be attending Northern Rehab in Genoa, Illinois. Kason Cherry will be attending OSF St. Paul Medical Center in Mendota, Illinois. Joel Frusti will be attending Spooner Physical Therapy in Phoenix, Arizona. Christopher Giannakis will be attending Team Rehab in Downers Grove, Illinois. Chris Graves will be attending ATI in Oswego, Illinois. Kaylin Gunn will be attending Advocate Christ Medical Center in Oak Lawn, Illinois. Tien Ha will be attending Athletico in Rockford, Illinois. Alex Harms will be attending Team Rehab in Lyons, Illinois. Rocio Hernandez will be attending Athletico in Chicago, Illinois. Tyler Lamer will be attending Athletico in Byron, Illinois. Alyssa Martin will be attending Advocate Sherman Hospital in Elgin, Illinois. Parker McClure will be attending Northwestern Medicine Rehabilitation in Sycamore, Illinois. Claire McCrae will be attending Geary Rehabilitation in Junction City, Kansas. Jake McGuire will be attending Mercy Health in Rockford, Illinois. Silas Odom will be attending Swedish American Hospital in Rockford, Illinois. Krupa Parmar will be attending Ivy Rehab in Aurora, Illinois. Anthony Pusateri will be attending City Center Rehabilitation in Peru, Illinois. Ross Rexing will be attending the VA Medical Center in Marion, Illinois. Lauren Ringus will be attending Ivy Rehab in Geneva, Illinois. Megan Sapita will be attending Northwestern Medicine Rehabilitation in Sycamore, Illinois. Jacob Short will be attending Athletico in Bensonville, Illinois. Alex Stupa will be attending Northwestern Medicine in Geneva, Illinois. Gabrielle Trier will be attending Momentum Physical Therapy in Plainfield, Illinois. Hannah Trounce will be attending Orthopedic Rehab Specialists in Rockford, Illinois. Timothy Trapp Palacios will be attending Athletico in DeKalb, Illinois. Alexis Valianos will be attending North Shore University Hospital in Evanston, Illinois. Kayla Walters will be attending Austin Sports Medicine in Austin, Texas. And Garrett Zoll will be attending Northern Rehab in DeKalb, Illinois. Next, we will have Alyssa Martin come to the stage to lead us in the recitation of oath.
We will now recite the physical therapy oath. Family and friends, feel free to follow along inside your pamphlets. Thank you, Class of 2027, for all you sitting up. Okay. And then please repeat after me. We solemnly and willingly pledge to uphold humility, integrity, and the values that brought us to the profession of physical therapy. We will practice physical therapy with compassion for each patient. And will strive to preserve their dignity while promoting health and well-being. We will utilize self-reflection and strive towards excellence. While recognizing our own limitations and reaching out to our colleagues and literature, for further understanding and expansion of knowledge. We recognize physical therapy as a part of an interdisciplinary team.
that requires collaboration with other disciplines, colleagues, patients, and their families. We acknowledge the need of social responsibility for physical therapy within our own communities. We will respect diversity in all forms and advocate for the needs of our patients. Including honoring the choices our patients make with respect. We will not betray our patients' trust, but stand by them in their most vulnerable moments. We will not betray our patients' trust, but stand by them in their most vulnerable moments. We will fight for the health equity and social justice on behalf of our patients and communities. We will fight for the health equity and social justice on behalf of our patients and communities. With this oath, we freely accept the obligations and rewards which accompany the physical therapy profession. Thank you, class of 2027. You may now be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening. He is a licensed physical therapist and an adjunct faculty member of the NIU DPT program. He is also the co-founder of Orthopedic Rehab Specialists in Rockford, Illinois, where he's made a lasting impact in the field of orthopedic physical therapy. He is also a fan of the Chicago Cubs and the Minnesota Vikings. Clearly, he's an optimist. And that same optimism is something he brings into his work and teaching. Dave Black has inspired our class in so many ways through his dedication to patient care, his passion for the profession, and his genuine support for our class. Please join me in welcoming Dave Black.
All right. I brought my coffee water. I brewed some up just a minute ago. They wouldn't recognize me without this. All right, it's nice to see you guys not segregated into boys and girls. You guys are all mixed up. So thank you very much for the introduction. I appreciate it. And thank you very much for the honor and privilege to stand before you here and share a few words. What a great day. Great day outside, great day here, a lot of people. It's awesome. It's truly inspiring to see you as a group surrounded by family, friends, and loved ones. You have all worked so extremely hard to get here, to get into physical therapy school, and finish your first year of studies. But let's not forget that your family and friends did play a significant part in your journeys to this point. So let's give them a round of applause. In many ways, they've helped make this moment possible and will continue to help you over the next couple of years and into your physical therapy career. You will serve as a source of strength for your patients and your loved ones, many of whom have joined you today. To celebrate you will serve as sources of strength and comfort for you. Oh, got my alarm going, I'm sorry. It was to remind me of something. Gruber, would you stand up, please? I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. So without further ado, welcome to your white coat ceremony. If I known I would have got roasted on the video, I would have brought it today a little bit more, but you guys got off easy. All right, this is a very, very, very important day. Back in the prehistoric days when I graduated, there wasn't a white coat ceremony. And me being jealous of this amazing day, I brought my own. All right, all nonsense aside. what is the meaning of the white coat ceremony? So many people have described it very well, but I'll take a shot at it. It marks the transition period of you learning from textbooks and lectures, some very long, maybe 300 plus PowerPoint slides, some short, to learning from your patients, to learning from your patients' stories, their experiences, their bodies, and who they want to become with your help. Class of 2027, what is the most important part of the exam? Subjective. So always remember, silence is one of the great arts of conversation. The journey to your white coat has been excruciatingly hard and demanding at times. Hundreds and hundreds of hours of reading, studying, and practicing into all hours of the night. Putting up with 300 plus PowerPoint slides on one body part, etc., etc. Every one of you guys should be extremely, extremely proud of yourselves. I know I am. A milestone achieved, a journey begins. You might be nervous about the journey ahead of you, but being nervous is a good thing. It means you care. You also might be thinking right now, am I ready for this? I remember having that feeling like it's yesterday. But I can emphatically answer that question with a yes. You are all extremely smart, you are all extremely hardworking, and you wouldn't be here right now if you couldn't. You're all caring. You are most definitely ready for this journey and to accept the honor, privilege, and responsibility that goes with it. The journey you are on can be lonesome at times. Do not let it get to you. Remember, you are not alone. Look around you right now. You have loved ones who chose to celebrate with you today, but you also have the faculty here at NIU. And I can tell you this, and I've been involved with a lot of faculty. I only teach one class as an adjunct professor here. You guys are lucky to have this faculty. They're extremely, extremely, extremely talented. So you guys are more than ready to get out there. I tend to get off topic a little bit. So while I'm off topic, because I just lost my spot, so it's going to give me time to find it. Would Parker stand up? I just wanted to know if you saw the Cleveland Browns score last week. It was a tough one? All right.
I wanted to see if you saw J.J. McCarthy as your quarterback.
Yeah, he's all right. Whether you wear your white coat while treating or it remains in a dark closet, remember it embodies many characteristics and comes with a lot of responsibility. A few of the characteristics that come to mind are as follows. Empathy. Learn to walk in your patient's shoes. It really is super valuable to think about how much pain they're in, to think about what they're going through, and it will make you guys work harder. Advocacy. Be a force for positive change. We can make a lot of positive change in this world just by what we do. Service. Work for others, not yourself. But don't forget joy. During your individual journeys, remember what you love about this work and hold it close. It will get you through the tough times. Your journey to this point into the future will be an amazing experience, but it does come with enormous responsibility. Number one, you have a responsibility to search for the best evidence-based information possible in order to make the right diagnosis and to provide the best treatment for each and every one of your patients. Number two, you have the responsibility to honor the trust that is placed in you every day by your patients. Three, you have a responsibility to honor the profession of physical therapy, a profession that will be very good to each and every one of you. It means being part of something much bigger than yourself. It means joining along with other physical therapists who have dedicated themselves to the service of others and their patients. It means being the best version of yourselves. It means being great each and every day. I have absolutely no doubts that all of you are very much up for the task at hand. So to the class of 2027, good luck on this journey. I have very much confidence in your ability to succeed, whatever type of physical therapy you choose, and thank you for letting me be a small part of this journey. Congrats.
can tell that we're proud of you. Please know that the faculty and I are very proud of you. We're very happy to have you join us in the profession of physical therapy. The white coat is a promise. It's not a prize. The white coat is a symbol of the promise you are making to your patients and to the profession. It's the start of clinical education, full-time clinical education, and it marks the shift from theory-based learning to real-world application. Their stakes are high, higher even than a practical exam. The white coat also symbolizes a lifelong commitment. The ceremony represents the start of a lifelong journey of learning, serving, and upholding the values of physical therapy. We're very happy to have you be a part of us. So this concludes our white coat ceremony for the cohort of 2027. I'm fairly certain that they want the cohort to stick around for pictures and to stick around so that family members can get as many pictures as they want as well. Thank you so much for being here today and supporting the class of 2027.
Students, we're going to take one more class picture all together up on the stage.